detective that managed our case for 25 years is gone. Second, and more importantly, is the leadership changed. Boulder police suffered for very poor leadership for 25, 26 years. The third development is this rapid advance in DNA technology that's available today that wasn't available the last time DNA was taken.
Here with us is Court TV anchor and former Judge Ashley Willcott. Ashley, great to see you. So can you just react to JonBenét's father with what he had to say about law enforcement almost 30 years ago after his daughter was tragically killed?
Yes, first, great to be on with you. Second, I absolutely agree with him for a couple of different reasons. The initial investigation was sloppy. They did not even treat the home. They responded to a kidnapping call. They did not even treat the home as a crime scene initially. That means you lose a lot of potential evidence. So a sloppy investigation, 30 years in, it is past time for them to look at this case differently. And really, I think the change in leadership in Boulder can help accomplish that. The last thing I want to mention is he's absolutely right. The changes in our DNA capabilities now with private companies. The Golden State Killer is a great example of a serial killer who was caught because of modern DNA technology. The same could happen here. We know there was DNA on the underpants of JonBenét Ramsey, and I think with testing that can really help this case go a long way to identifying the killer.
And we know that this new Netflix cold case series on JonBenét's murder has reignited interest, even brought a whole new generation into knowing the details of this case from the 1990s. Do you think this renewed interest could help find us an answer almost 30 years later?
1,000%. And here's why. Because even after the Netflix docuseries aired, immediately the police issued a statement that they weren't planning on issuing yet, but because of the public interest, they came early and said, okay, let's tell you where we are with this. Cannot release certain details because it's still an ongoing investigation, even though it's a cold case, but we are looking at this. So it makes a huge difference. When there's public pressure and interest, cold cases tend to move along more quickly, renewed eyes. It's very important. And I think it makes a difference. And I'm going to tell you, when I first watched this unfold, I remember every detail. I thought, number one, look at her sexuality as a pageant participant at 6 years old. Number two, somebody in the house had to have done it. When I watched the docuseries, I changed my mind and said sloppy investigation, and given the fact some of the other evidence we now know about that we didn't know at the time, I think a stranger came in. So this public interest is important.
And I want to just add to that, JonBenét's parents have been cleared of wrongdoing, but you're right, there were accusations flying around in the 90s when this case was happening. Right. You've tried cases around child welfare, around child abuse. Talk about how JonBenét was treated as a child and how that informs the approach of investigators as they try to solve this cold case.
Great point. So number one, nothing criminal about the way she was treated as a child. Yep. You can have a child make a parental decision to have them participate in extracurricular activities, including beauty pageants. But the problem is the public perception and, quite frankly, perhaps an unintentional bias by law enforcement looking at these pictures and making assumptions, right? That she was over-sexualized, that maybe they invited a predator into their home. Not that that ever justifies what happened to her or any child that is something, you know, horrific happens to. But there can be that unintentional bias to say, I don't know, parents, you treat your child like this, you must have done it.
I do remember that bias from the 90s, even the way that the story was told in the media as more information was coming out. Police now admit they could have handled JonBenét's case differently. They said it in the docuseries. You watched it. You've been following this case. We've kind of all been paying attention to this case since the 90s. What lessons should police learn from the initial investigation and the mistakes that were made then?
Absolutely. It's always follow the evidence. Keep everything else out of your mind. Follow the breadcrumbs to find the person who allegedly did it. Instead of, we're going to make some predisposed, it had to have been someone in the house. Look at the way they treated their child and try to make the evidence fit a person. That's what's always wrong with an investigation that goes awry.
Ashley, what happens now? What do you see happening next as police dive into this case once again?
Really what I hope happens, what needs to happen, the technology exists, is some DNA testing through the modern means to identify that DNA. That needs to happen next. As I understand it, that hasn't happened yet. Fingers crossed.
Ashley, fingers crossed. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.